Hello, BookTube. Welcome to Lizzie Faye Loves Books. I'm Elizabeth, and it is almost time for March Mystery Madness. I have been totally enjoying and loving watching the TBR videos that have been posted so far, and a variety of other mystery related videos that have come up. Right now there is a readathon going on called the Thrillerathon, which I think is just awesome because that is going to usher us right on into March Mystery Madness, and several of you guys are participating in that, and I think that's awesome. And I'm just super excited. So today I think I have my TBR sorted out for March Mystery Madness, and I want to tell you about what I'm going to be reading. Now, today in this video, I'm going to just mainly talk about what I'm going to read for each challenge, and then a few other have-to-reads because I've got some other challenges going on, and I wanted to pick mysteries that would fit all of those other challenges. And then I think I'm going to do a separate video just regarding all of the cozy mysteries that I'm in the middle of, and several of those are books that I hope to pick up during the month, but I won't say a whole lot about those extra ones in this video. So our 6 challenges, of course, I'll post those down below. If you have somehow missed all the other announcements about March Mystery Madness, then it runs the whole month of March, and we have 6 one-word challenges that you can interpret however you want. So the first challenge that I want to tell you about is shelf. Of course, that can mean your bookshelf, it can mean your Goodreads shelf, whatever kind of shelf you want to pull from. So I picked a book, actually 2, from a series that I said I was going to read like 2 years ago, and I only read 2, and I have not read any more than that. And I have shown these several times on my channel, not very recently because I finally just gave up already and stuck them back on the shelf. So this is book 3 and 4 in the Patchwork Mystery series. They are published by Guidepost, and they have different authors. Book 3 is Muslin Mystery. I definitely plan to read this during the month of March of 2018, and the author is Vera Dodge. And then if I can get that read and still have time, then the 4th book is Timeless Treasures, and the author of that is, I want to say, oh, it's Kara Putman. Kara Putman. So if I don't get if I only get one of these read in March, then the 4th one I definitely want to get read sometime during the year, because the 5th book in the series is a Christmas book. So I want to be ready to read that Christmas book in December. So those are for shelf. The next challenge is borrow. Well, I picked one that I do not own. I'm not collecting. It's a series that my husband and I have been reading for quite a while, and we've been reading several books by this author. We usually get the audiobooks when, and actually I guess, yeah, we've been able to find the audiobooks for all of them so far. The author is J.A. Jantz, and we have been reading the Joanna Brady series and the J.P. Beaumont series. So this is the next book for both of those series. This is a mashup of the 2 series. It's, I want to say, book 19 in the J.P. Beaumont series, and maybe book 10 in Joanna Brady. Joanna Brady is the only female sheriff in Arizona. J.P. Beaumont is now a retired police detective, and he is in some kind of a special forces kind of a thing, unit. I don't know, it's been a while since we read the last J.P. Beaumont. He's on some kind of a squad that I believe is sanctioned by the governor or something of Washington. So J.P. Beaumont lives in Washington. Joanna Brady lives in Arizona. Somehow the 2 are going to meet up. They've actually been together in one other book. I forget which one it was now. Partner in Crime. And that was, I think, book 10 in the J.P. Beaumont series. Anyway, this is the next book that we need to read. My husband will be reading this too, and we will be getting it on audio from the library. This is also a library copy, so this is my borrow. Then for new, if you saw my Dollar General book haul, you know that I just got a brand new copy of Defending Jacob. I had seen this at book sales and stuff. It was a pick several years ago for our library book club. I never got it read. It's available on audio on Hoopla now, and I've heard such good things about it. So this is going to be new because this is from my newest book haul. And then for historical, I've got a couple of options. Most likely because it also meets another challenge that I'm doing for the library, is Sherlock Holmes. I'm going to read the very first book. I have never read a Sherlock Holmes book. This is volume 1 of the complete works of the complete Sherlock Holmes, which is by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. So I'm going to read Study in Scarlet, and that will count as my historical. Now, I also pulled off my shelf a fairly recent acquisition, Maisie Dobbs. This is set in 1929. And so if I can get to this, if I can find it on audio, then I might read this one as well. Then for foreign, this just so happens to be my book club pick for the month of March. We picked it because it's set in Ireland and it's a mystery, and it is In the Woods by Tana French. It's the first book in the Dublin Murder Squad series, and I have it on audio from the library as well. I don't like this cover though. That is a scary doll baby. I don't care for messed up dolls. I like this cover better. But I'm going to definitely be getting to that, and I need to get that one done before the third Thursday, which is when our book club meets. Then for opposite, I have 2 different pairs of books. I couldn't narrow it down any further than that. And it also encompasses another opposite type of thing, because within both of these pairs, one is audio and one is print, and the same for the other pair. So let me just show you what they are. So now you might think, and you might say that these are actually more synonymous than opposite, but within their group of things, they're kind of opposite. So I am going to read 2 sequels. I read the first in both of these series last year, and so I'm going to read the second in both of these series this year. I can get the Coffeehouse Mystery on audio, and I'm going to read the Tea Shop Mystery in print. So the second book in the Tea Shop Mystery series by Laura Childs is called Gunpowder Green, and this is also going to meet a challenge. I haven't talked much about the Winter Library Challenge that I'm doing right now for our library. I need to do a whole video on that. But one of the challenges is to read a book with a color in the title, so this is going to meet that. Then on audio, I'm going to listen to Latte Trouble. It's the second book in the Coffeehouse Mystery series by Cleo Coyle. So coffee, tea, and audio print. Then my other pair is knitting and crocheting. One is the first book in a series. This is Hooked on Murder by Betty Hechtman. It's the crochet mystery series. I don't even know how to crochet, but you know, it's opposite to me of knitting, and I do know how to knit. So I'm going to read the next book that I need to read in the knitting mystery series by Maggie Sefton called Skein of the Crime. This is, I think, book 10. I have not read any of these. It's 9 or 10, maybe 8, 9, or 10. Somewhere in there. I've read several of these in the past. It's been a while since I've read one. I say that. I might have read one last year, but it seems like it was the year before. But I really want to get caught up with this series. My sister's completely caught up with this one, I believe. She may not have read the very most recent one. It's still being written, as far as I know. And I need to read one of these. Maggie Sefton follows me on Twitter, and so I really need to get one of these read sometime soon. And then I'm looking forward to this one. Even though I don't know how to crochet, maybe this will encourage me to try learning. So, crochet, knitting, audio, print. And so those are the actual March Mystery Madness challenges. Then I mentioned the library challenge that I am doing. This is basically a bingo card, very similar to what I've done in the past. Our library has had one for summer, and now they're doing one for winter. It's almost the same challenges. I think it's identical. It started January 10th, and it goes through March 20th. So the books that I need to read for this challenge, I'm going to try to tackle early in the month and get them done. So I've already read several books, between January and now that are, most of them are not mysteries. So for anything that I'm saving till March, of course, has to be a mystery. So let me look for the right page. In the Woods by Tana French, that's going to count as one of the challenges is to read a book set in a different continent. Okay, one challenge is to read a book by a female author. And so I am ready to read The Cat Who Went Up a Creek by Lillian Jackson Braun. My husband and I have been listening to this mostly on audio, and this is the next one that we're up to. I want to say it's book 23, I believe, and so we need to read that one next. And then I also need to read a book that was published the year I was born. So I am going for a middle grade book, middle grade mystery, Harriet the Spy by Louise Fitzhugh. This was published in 1964, which was the year of my birth. And I had started this a long time ago on audio, and I never did finish it. The audio I was listening to got messed up, and so I just never went back and finished it. But my library does have a couple of different copies, so I'm going to get it on audio. And then Still Life by Louise Penny. This is our mystery book club pick for March, and I need to get this done ASAP. The challenge this meets is to read a book that was made into a movie. I believe it's called something Twin Pines Mysteries or something like that is the movie that this, or maybe it's even a TV series, something like that. Anyway, it counts. And I'm going to read this. So those are the challenges for my library challenge. And because I am only reading mysteries in the month of March, I needed to make the mysteries. Oh, there is one more. And this one maybe you guys can help me decide on because I'm having a hard time. Or maybe you can give me other suggestions. One other challenge was to read a book written by a celebrity. Well, the only celebrity mystery writers that I can think of, and I had two books on my shelf. There's a series by Willard Scott and a series by Al Roker, and neither of these are the first in series. So I ordered the first in series of both of those from the library. The Al Roker series is I'm trying to see the name of the series. Anyway, this first book is called The Morning Show Murders, and it is by Al Roker and Dick Locht. And so that's a possibility. Then the Willard Scott mysteries are called the Stanley Waters Mysteries. And the first book in that one is Murder Under Blue Skies. Do any of you know anything about these, or if I could find them on audio, I would love it. I want to definitely read one of these, unless you know of any other mysteries that are written by a celebrity that I can get on audio. So let me know. Otherwise, I may just pick the shortest one and go for it. Although this one's a little longer, but somehow this one seems more appealing. I'm not sure why. I don't know. Anyway, then I guess that's it, actually, of everything that I definitely need to read in March to meet all the challenges for March Mystery Madness and the library challenge and everything like that. So I guess that's all I have for this video. I will probably, like I said, at some point I will do a video talking about all the cozy mysteries that I'm reading, all the different series that I'm reading, and show you some of those that I'm likely to pick up in March if I finish all of these. And I think I will also do a video recommending some middle grade mysteries, because as you guys have probably heard, there is another month-long readathon going on for March called Middle Grade March. And now, if you guys have followed my channel for a while, you know that I usually do Middle Grade May with a Koss with a K, and I'm still definitely planning to do that. But, you know, it is what it is. So there is a middle grade readathon going on in March, and I know that a lot of people may want to try to do both. And I happen to know of several really good middle grade mysteries that I would recommend to you if you want to try to participate a little bit in both. So that'll be coming up soon. And I think that Catherine from Jane Catherine on Books had mentioned something about doing a video on middle grade mysteries. So if you are interested in that, be sure you're following her channel as well. So I guess that's it. It is Wednesday night right now, and we have Awana at church, and Katie has youth group and all that, so I got to get off of here, and I'll probably upload this later on tonight. Meanwhile, I hope you're having a great day. Read a good book, and God bless you.